magic makes my skin twitch.
It's a few trees to save the forest.
It wasn't supposed to claim our people!
I can't believe the Inquisitor allowed this.
Three dozen dead, of no apparent causes. They just fell over. Like their hearts were stopped in their chest. What did you do, Envoy? I know you're involved somehow. Bullshit. There was always another option. Something better than this massacre. Dozens are dead, Envoy. Their loved ones scream for them. What was all this for? The costs were too great, Envoy. And you paid them with third-born blood. I hope your fucking decisions haunt you forever. You've cost so many families their loved ones. You have my permission to go anywhere else. Get out of my sight, Envoy.
Within raw. Be on seat.
It's you! You're the monster who got us kicked out of third board!
Couldn't have happened to a nicer fellow, apparently.
What do you have against honest businessmen? You can't fast-talk me, you fiend! I demand compensation!
I know you're upset, Tycho, but they seem like they're really strong.
Shizu, please don't undermine me in front of them. You have to make things right by me. By us, I mean. Don't try to play games with us. We can take you.
But can you take all three of us? Are you so desperate for the answer that you'll stake your life on it?
Daiko, this might be a bad idea. I mean, I'm good with the blade on dead targets, but...
You too? Fine. That kind of takes the wind out of my sails.
Thank you. I'm glad today didn't end in bloodshed.
Maybe the next time we all meet, we can just have a lovely drink, or I can dissect you. Either one.
Don't promise me a good time, dearie.
Well, go on, get out of here, before I change my mind. And if we ever do meet again, well, you can forget about that discount.
Watch your back out here, traveler.
We need to talk. You let a mad archmage unleash death with a spell. I need to know why. So because you don't trust her, you'll throw your lot in with something clearly worse?
You saw what she did to my home. Do you think she'll be merciful to yours?
Ludwig's a monster. But how can you say Ringram's any less of one?
Ringgrim knows more about the Dream Scourge than we do, and we know more than most others do. She found a great solution, but it came with a great cost. What more could we expect?
Do you hear yourself? You both saw what kind of person she is. The twisted little world she built for herself. If ending the Dream Scourge means handing our fate to someone like her, then perhaps it's not worth the cost.
Kai, let's be honest. None of us are walking away from this with a clean conscience. But unless someone makes the tough decisions, the Dream Scourge will kill us all. Or worse. That means living with our nightmares. Embracing them if we must.
Right. Getting killed by monsters is one thing, but turning into one...
We stand here bickering while the solution is just over the horizon. Nothing matters but the garden. Shatterscarp, even Emerald Stair. They're distractions by comparison.
If we run into Ludwig out there, it's gonna be ugly.
Frankly, I'll take any opportunity we get to ruin Ludwig's day.
I'll say this much for the Inquisitor. She's stubborn, like a rat. And I plan on hunting her like a rat.
I'd say we shouldn't stay on her bad side, but I'm not sure she has any other sides.
You know her better than any of us. What's your read?
Well, the joke's on her in any case. Ludwig won't get very far without that map. She'll be scratching her skull.
Somehow, I don't think she'll let that stop her for long.
And Ludwig definitely strikes me as someone who doesn't leave food on her plate.
I believe it. And we'll cross that bridge with you when we get to it.
Ludwig and her steel garrote have the numbers and the power. But we have spunk and a map. And that might just be enough to find the garden before she does.
We're all competing for the same thing. A place we barely understand, with no guarantees of what we'll find there. Still, I am determined to reach the garden, above all else.
Ugh, that's just a pile of Sokka. Generally, debatable, but about the garden, definitely. You won't find a blessed a thing. This wild beetle chase of yours is a page raku waste of time. To get to the garden, you have to go through Galawain's tusks. The land is made of lava and acid. It wants to eat you alive.
So it's tough odds. We've gotten this far together.
Tough odds is an extra Zarb jumping in at the last minute. This is a long trek, on foot, through a land that can barely support life. I don't have to be a Blessed Day Oracle to know this won't go how you think it will. And all your clues come from one source. You've been following a voice in your head. What do you know about Soppadal? How do you know you can trust them?
I hate to be the voice of reason, but we are talking about a god. There are limits to what we can even comprehend.
I have a powerful connection to my Blessed Day flute, but I'm not about to take orders from it.
What's on your mind, Marius? What bothers you so?
Because I can scream until I'm blue in the face, and you people would still rather trust the Envoy's pet headache demon. And now you want to drag us through the deadliest region in the world because a sleeping god said so. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm done here. Do whatever Blessed Day planning you want to do. You don't need me for that.
Let's just take a breath, Marius. You don't mean that.
Nope. I said what I said. Come get me when it's time to go.
Poor Marius. Something's really rattled him.
I've never seen Marius like this. Something's going on with him, but I don't know what. I hope so. One of us should talk to him. If something's eating at him, I don't like leaving him to his thoughts.
Well, hopefully Marius will be okay soon. We have to get going if we want to get to the garden before Ludwig.
We won't get far unless we look after each other. Now's your chance.
I know what you're gonna say. Marius, you need to slow down. Think about your feelings. Well, I don't want to think about my feelings. So just let me be alone for a bit. How should I know? I don't know what's going on in my head half the time. Just the thought of going back to Galawain's tusks makes my heart feel like it's going to explode. I sweat. My ears ring. I can't breathe. When it seems like we're really heading there, I feel like I'm dying. Right. Thanks. I understand not wanting to go back, but why can't I just thinking about it makes me feel ill. I need some time alone, Envoy. I need to get some rest. I'll be ready to go when the time comes.
For the camp of an official Adiran envoy, I was expecting a little more. A proper bed, at least. But I suppose this will do for now. As long as you have a bath, of course. Lovely to hear that. Not only am I in an Adiran camp, I'm in a cheap Adiran camp. But, as riveting as it is to complain about our accommodations, I imagine you have another topic in mind? I'm the only buyer you'll find here, and I already have the jar. A lesson for next time, darling. It's always worth some haggling. Unfortunately, it's been quite some time since I've met another who focused on the godless as I do. And I imagine I'd be more knowledgeable on the subject than anyone else you could find. Technically, yes. Well, it set me on the path, at least. When I got my first grimoire as a child, I was trying out some of the fancy new spells I'd been given. I was attempting a simple illusion spell, but I must have slurred my words. The next thing I know, everything was on fire. I mean, my arm wasn't the only casualty. What is childhood but for silly things? When else can you get away with arson? My father was able to pull me from the flames as my mother doused them. I burned myself badly enough to give myself some vivid dreams, but the house still stood at the end. Unfortunately, my delightful personality only carries me so far. But they were scholars themselves and appreciated my initiative. They just wanted to supervise me from then on. The only lasting damage was my burn mark and the dreams. Always a pleasure. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to find the most comfortable pile of dirt I can.
This heat is wreaking havoc with my equipment. I can compensate, but I'm less than happy about it.
Always thought that if I ever came back here, I'd never...
Marius, what's the matter? Talk to us.
I'm fine. Just need to... I just need a moment.
Quiet, you! You can imprison our bodies, but not our voices.
Bugs. Always bugs.
Arms up! That's all of them.
I'm coming for Ludwig next. Little power goes a long way. Disgusting, but fascinating.
They're coming!
Let's go.
That weapon isn't working!
Wrong. See.
Charge it up. Just a little spark.
Take him down.
Let's finish this. Another soul for the leader.
Here we go. See.
That'll show him. Looks like this place was abandoned recently.
So the expedition is in the slumbering fields, just across the deadly valley full of lava. Wagon tracks, heading toward the slumbering fields. Looks like they went this way.
Another hunt, another meal for all of us. I wonder if it'll taste any better this time.
It better be after that burrower. Ah, damn leg still hurts. Are you sure there's not anything else you can give me for the pain?
You will heal up all right. Don't worry.
The envoy.
across from here.
How is this our fault? We've lived here for centuries.
Stay back, creatures of flesh and fur and bone. You follow one another into the snare.
Abidan's hammer. Did Gabral send you? You've got to get us out of here.
And let them extend their fetid reach? Allow their corruption to spread? Never.
Why would we poison the very water we need? That makes no sense. Marius, is that you? Can you talk some sense into anyone here?
Sorry, Raluca. You knew the answer to that before you asked.
Do you understand so little? You awoke an ancient presence with your digging and delving. It waits in the ruins, among the bones of the dead. The land fights back against it, curdling the water.
I've seen this before. Nature twisting itself to fight off intruders, corrupting the land and water.
Better than allowing a parasite to thrive. Do not be fooled. It carries a pall of destruction. The land feels, it remembers. Like a tree choked with vines, it seeps poison to defend itself from the aggressor. The interloper.
We feel a presence. It rises like bile in our throat. We fear it.
But burrowing worms clog the ears of these fools. I warn them, and they hear nothing. What is this madness? You bear the mark of this land in the ridges of your flesh and the rings of your soul. Surely you must know better. Very well. Your insight would be helpful. Still that foul presence and let the waters flow sweet and clear once more. Clear the old one's water roads to slake this parched land. Do this, and I shall release these vermin to scurry back to their nest.
I wouldn't touch that water, much less drink it.
Stay away from the water, envoy, unless you want to die in it.
Here we go. We've got company. Never had a chance. They're coming! Nicely done! Watch your right! You won't get I'll fix this. Another soul for the sea.
have done it better.
And raw. See. And raw.
Who's next? Anyone? We're so close to the garden. You can practically feel it.
Ruined workshop. Might have what we're looking for.
Something lurks here.
Ugh, my head. Can't you feel it? Like buzzing insects.
A rat scrabbling in the dust, crawling back to the same ruined trash heap.
No. We know this voice. This presence. Sneering at us through our prison bars.
I culled your rot from this land before. I will do it again. I am Wodika, the Oathbinder, goddess of order, vengeance, and law. Too long has this land languished in chaos. Bandits, fugitives, and outcasts squabble in their crude fortresses. This land needs order, purpose. The Order of the Gods. The Order which has governed lives for millennia. You are an Ediran, a nation where law and authority brought peace between the warring folk and elves. It is steadfast. Your people understand how to tame what is wild. How to build empire from rubble. Adir is not the living land's enemy. It is the fraud whose madness would lay waste to paradise.
Stop it! Stop her! Silence her! She feeds you poisoned fruit!
Do you think this place was always so gray? With its barren slopes and acid sea? It has destroyed this place before. These hills were once lush, and the people.
She lies. Falsehoods like fangs. She was not there. She did not see.
Envoy, snap out of it. Felt like we lost you there for a moment.
I've seen you like this before. What happened?
You're talking to Wodaka now? When did that happen? The water ought to be flowing now too. Solace has fresh water for the first time in ages. I haven't seen water this clear in ages. If we clear the blockage in the aqueducts, we'll be done here.
They come.
Let's finish this.
Hot! Too hot!
Well, that was fun.
You have restored the waters. I was right to trust you. Truly, the spirit of the land lives in you. A seed carried in the wind.
Carried where? We feel the tranquility of this place, but whose roots drink its waters?
I release these kith to return to their burrows. May they leave this enclave in peace. I ask only that they leave this sanctuary free of their influence, that new life may take root.
You can't be serious. You expect us to walk away from the best source of fresh water in the Tusks?
If the godlike clears the old growth from the waterways, then a portion will flow out. You may gather it where the waterway ends, away from here. No. They are an invasive species. Their presence is a disruption. They do not tend. They only take, consume, devour. Another vain venture doomed to ruin. I care not for the pride and zeal of these kith. I care for the tender green things they would crush. They must gather what they can and leave this place in peace.
A word, godlike, in private? That talking tree expects us to just walk away from the best source of clean water in the tusks. So that what? A few more moss patches can grow? In centuries? Maybe. I'm worried about the here and now. We can't risk losing access to fresh water again. I know you've done a lot for us already, but I'd like to ask one more thing. I need you to kill the tree lady. Look, we need to set up a guard post here. Eventually we want to build out the aqueduct system. There's no way she'll let us do that. Like what? Our very presence seems to offend her. I don't like this, but it's our best chance for survival. We're not getting anything until that blockage is cleared out of the aqueduct. If you can at least do that much, we'll make do. We'll have to.
See up there? Those vines are blocking the flow of water.
His roots blocking the water flow. We'll have to clear them.
Then wrong!
See what I mean? Nature is always trying to get in our way.
Take him down.
We'll wait here until you've taken care of everything. Gabral would be downright insufferable if I went back to them empty-handed. Thank you. If there's one thing we need to survive out here, it's fresh water. You've given us a fighting chance.
You're... There goes our last hope of any decent.
Radut, be reasonable. We can't live out here like this.
Listen, we're besieged by Malian and outsiders. Marais still begs me to search for the missing Adiran merchant convoy, but we're stretched too thin even for that. I only ask you to hold on a bit longer until a replacement comes.
I will try. But this is fast.
These towers are supposed to be checkpoints for wardens on patrol and travelers out in the wilds. Usually the safest places in the Tusks.
I heard there's been more bandits seen in the Twinewood.
I heard that too. Captain Radut says he has it under control.
The captain's in him, dude. But I'll never doubt his dedication to rooting out bandits.
I only doubt him when he's placing bets.
This place has seen better days.
Need to get this fixed. Don't want to end up like Fjord.
I'm with this, I'm with that. Don't see why that matters when we're so near to starving.
That's done? Who's hungry?
Come and get me.
Tracks lead off the main road. Might as well see where they go. Here. Let's have a look. No tracker. But these look like wagon tracks heading due east. Never thought I'd miss Emerald Stair.
As I live and breathe, the faithless envoy. Ludwine finds your loyalty a touch diminished. If you're looking for the Inquisitor, she's hunting a lead to the garden through its twisted silver roots. The tower calls, and it turns, and it calls, but for the roots we go, if not for the roots. The roots say your name, envoy. They say you told them to do it. It's because I know, isn't it? Because I know that the roots have eaten you, hollowed you through. The roots try to choke the steel garrote, and we will strangle them in return. Cut them, bleed them.
Careful. That's Dream Scourge talk right there.
The courts, with their glinting mirrors, 1,000 fractured lies. I know my place, and I will bend my knee. But my people won't. Envoy, over here.
Show yourself. I've had enough of the steel garrote for one.
Envoy, to the right!
Nice job! Look left.
Not bad for a noble.
I'll never get used to watching you do that.
That island. It must be the garden. I don't know what I expected, but it's beautiful. Even from afar. But how do we reach it? We didn't come this far to give up now. Search the town. So close, but yet so far.
If it weren't so deadly and disturbing to look at, it'd be breathtaking.
So, there is yet another path to the garden. Crossing a sea of acid is not what I had in mind today. An alternate route would be best. I say we have a look around. Follow your divine instincts, and try not to draw unwanted attention.
Nandru was the founder of Solace Keep. If anyone knows more about him or the garden, it would be the Council of Solace. Problem is, I don't think they'd talk with you. Solace Keep doesn't like outsiders. Your godlike features will get you through the door, but that's all you'll get. I lost any clout I had in Solace the instant I left. You'd have better luck just showing them your face. Nandru had the same godlike features as you. You'd be surprised how far a resemblance to him will take you. Play your cards right, and it might get you through the door. Worth a shot, anyway.
To Solace Keep, then. Not a moment too soon. With any luck, we can outpace the Steel Garrote.
Follow the road northeast and look for a giant ancient walled keep. Can't miss it.
I'll follow your lead.